Shalom, shalom to the 144,000, the elect. Before I get started, let me give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakah Qudash. Double honor to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the brothers that are preaching the truth in the four winds of the earth. By Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, have mercy upon you. Alright, y'all, we're just going to have a little fun tonight, right? When I say fun, I'm finna skip through a few videos here. Some gonna be old, some gonna be new, right? So we're gonna see what's going on since we're already past November the 1st. Haven't really seen too many people say they got theirs. I wonder why. Because remember, the video you see on the screen here is in July, right? This is July 5th. Someone posted this video on July 5th, right? People dancing in Walmart, even them dancing in Walmart, because they got $3,000 worth of food stamps. When our 3K in EBT hit that card, so you think Eve learned her lesson? Let's see. Ain't but 15 seconds here. This thing won't let me click on the damn video. There we go. Hold up, y'all. Let me give me some more. Let me give me some sound here. First, y'all, let me turn it up. Alright, let's start it over here. Let's hit it. Is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. That's what the comments. Okay, that's better. Let me kill that thing. I don't want to get no, like copyright. See them all dancing. When our 3K EBT hit that card, see them? Look at them. That was in July. Now, it's no. Actually, this is the day is the 3rd, right? I wonder why too many people ain't saying too much about EBT. I seen this earlier. Let's go back. Let's go up here, right? This brother right here. This not my video. This not my he got a young lady here on this this woman here say EBT members goes to white neighborhood to loot. EBT community has a new strategy to get food. OMG. Now I'm finna click on this video. It's gonna do a little pausing because the brother that made the video, I guess he, his Wi-Fi not all that great or whatever, but it's not none of me. So just listen up.
10 minutes, 30 minutes maybe from my house, and I'm gonna show y'all if y'all don't get y'all EBT what to do.
Now this video here, November the 1st. November the 1st now. Yeah.
Y'all think because for some reason that they watching y'all, they not watching y'all, they don't care. White people is not paying attention to y'all. I'm in a white neighborhood at their HEB, and I'm gonna walk out with my groceries. Easy and.
Now I don't know if it's true or not. I ain't gonna say yay or nay, but if it is true, you gotta be one of the dumbest people on the internet. She giving locations. She saying where she at. She giving locations and everything. So here.
Easy peasy. Camera, yeah. But oh well. I got my stuff. So if they're taking y'all EBT, just go to the white neighborhood and get a basket for the patient. Like I did.
This brother got a bad internet here, man. This is not me, man. So hey, just bear with it. He see what she doing, and I'm gonna let him give his little spiel for about 20 seconds or so, and I'm gonna go to the next video.
Easy peasy.
This lady needs Jesus. Heck, I need Jesus because, I think I was racially profiled. the other day at my grocery store. I swear to God, I noticed this lady doing the exact same thing that the lady in this video was doing. She went outside of her normal area to a white area. I live in an area that's like 84% white. It's a nice area. I love it. But I saw this lady coming from a mile away. First, she did this thing. She asked the attendant of the store where the bathroom was. She's like, "Oh, is the bathroom in the front or in the back?" You know this grocery store. If you are a regular here, you know where the bathroom is. Second, after I left with my group of people and left the grocery store, this lady comes out like 2 minutes later with a bag that she did not have before, and the bag.
Yeah, y'all. I can't take no more of it. Let's go up a little. There you go again. That video doing the same thing, right? So let's go up. Like I was saying, right? I mean, like I say, today is the 3rd. I haven't really seen a whole lot of video of people saying they got their stamps. You know, Eve used to be bold and put their stuff. But here's a guy here. This is on the 1st of November 1st right here, right? This is This is the he's in Dothan, Alabama. Hear him out.
Oh, here we go. Good morning. What do you call it? I'm at my gas station here in Dothan, Alabama, right across from Cowboys, and guess what? Ladies come in here and use their EBT card. You're not gonna believe this. It worked. Just FYI, November 1st, 2025. Well,
all right, let's read some comments, right? Let's see if anybody's saying, the same thing or whatever. Just trying to get some clarification concerning if they got them, if they ain't getting them, if they is getting them. I ain't scrolling. Hold up. Okay, here we go. Chris Harris says the cards will still work if they still have funds on them. They never said they was stopping cards, just not loading benefits for this month. That's true. So let's see. Replies. Exactly. Jennifer says to Chris, which is what I thought too. But what they have been saying is that the EBT service would be canceled, so the cards itself would no longer work even if you had leftover funds. Let's see what they applied to her. Jennifer says, no, Chris Harris to Jennifer, I'm with you. I'm just going to buy what they say. Of course, each place is different. This is what I heard in NC, North Carolina, right? I can't get benefits because I make too much. But I do feel bad for the ones that really need it, especially the older folks. Kevin says to Jennifer, somebody's mad because their food stamp is getting cut off. Laughing emoji. James to Jennifer, I used mine earlier at Walmart. I had 30 left from last month and it accepted it. So hey, there are conflicting stories concerning it being left on there. I mean, it's not going to work or whatever. But right now, nobody's saying that they got theirs, right? Chris Harris says, no. JN to Graham to Chris Harris say, Wisconsin sent out letters to use everything before the 1st of November because the cards will be emptied. Okay, now that's something new. Who is there? Annalisa to Chris says each state has their own pot for EBT, SNAP, WIC, so Alabama has money to add into the pot. Y'all better move to Alabama. Hold on, let's see what she says. She said, no, we don't. That individual had unused funds, but what was being put out there was that the card service was going to be canceled and the cards would not work. I argued that it wouldn't make sense that for that to be true. This is proof that it wasn't true. Dana say yes, but they were all talking about storming the stores and stealing in November the 1st and having some kind of protest on the 3rd and 4th. And the day the 3rd, I heard about that too, right? But hey, you know, a lot of times he just be running their mouth. He said he stated he's from Alabama. That should have told you. What that mean? Brad say don't care about no EBT. Just get me my poochies and my backy. You understand? Somebody. Doug say, too bad federal employees aren't getting paid. Glad welfare is working for what EBT crowd. As usual, the working people are what are carrying the leeches and ticks. Call the EBT folks leeches and ticks. Scott says about time you started working again. Anyway, leftover from what last month. Wake up, my Indian. That is all. Boy, some of the people need lingo, boy, I tell you. Janice says, what is that hanging around his neck? I don't know what he's talking about. Which one that guy that's on the EBT? Josh say EBT cars working harder than what? Than their own since 1857. Laughing my ass off. Robin say, nobody really saying them, see. They didn't turn cars off. They just didn't load them with what you see all the miscommunication and this up and down. Nobody really knows anything. People just come on here just to what? Just to run their mouth. Nobody I mean, how you not know that your car, if you get EBT and you get ain't no way in hell I get thousands of dollars on EBT on my card and I'm not gonna check my card. I'll be checking that card daily, looking for them $3,000. Ain't no way. But you know, he's so comfortable, been so comfortable in this devil's kingdom, until they just, you know, they nonchalant about a whole lot of things, and they just don't use their head, man. All they do is just go with the narrative and listen to each other, and when one tell one of them something, they just repeat it. They don't do no. They got smartphones. Which is actually a damn computer. You ain't got to sit down on the computer to Google what you want to Google and find out what you want to find out, because you got a smartphone. Smartphone better than the damn computer anyway. Because you can just talk to it and it do what it needs to be done. Which you can talk to the computer too, but hey, how convenient is that? Have an earpiece or something in and just talk to your phone and ask your phone for what. Boy, Americans. Luchi says, is that where G keeps his stash in his neck? Let's see something here. Let's see, can I find something that it was fun? That ain't nothing. So what I'm gonna do? Let's go to the next video, right? Let's play the next video. Let's listen to this brother right here, right? Okay, this is about a minute and 24. Listen up.
Some people have been reporting that they have not been able to use their EBT card, or if they try to use it, it said the funds are not available because some damn USDA federal employee has just been charged with over $66 million in food stamp fraud with 5 other federal employees. This freaking scumbag goes by the name of Alyssa Davis, and she just was charged with over $66 million of food stamp fraud. And the fact that she's a black woman who got caught doing this, I just go, God damn it. Oh, no! Alyssa Davis has apparently been doing this for quite some time. I mean, let's just think about it. To get caught doing $66 million worth of food stamp fraud with only 5 other people helping you out.
I heard about this, but I heard somebody say, I mean, who else would be stealing that kind of money, right? Who else would be stealing that kind of money from EBT? It got to be a so-called black woman. That's just like, I don't know. Just think about this right here, right? Man, when I say Eve had been having it so comfortable in this devil's kingdom, man, it's ridiculous. Because, you know, they can go, this is what they would do, right? They'll wait all year, won't pay none of their bills, gas, water, power, whatever. They won't pay none of it. They won't pay none of it. And at the end of the year, they go to that one of those buildings and have them pay their bills. You can't get no how. Listen, man, these heifers been getting away with, and then the women that handling it and giving it out to them is 98% of them is what, so-called black women. Millions of dollars, man. Can you imagine that, man, going through these sisters' hands, man, millions of dollars, and they just running through it. Boy, Esau really tricked y'all, boy. Tricked you with them benefits, man. With them damn, what the scripture call them? Scripture call them teats. Your vintage. Your vintage with what won't fail you, meaning your government funded and stuff. That's all. Hey, man. Hey, Isaiah 32, man. Hey, boy, the brother been screaming that precept there, boy. And can't even talk about Eve and not bring that right there, that precept there up. Can't talk about Eve, man. Not bring that precept up, man. Let's start this over. Cause I wanna hear this again, right? Let's hear this again. Now he said USDA federal employees charged with $66 million food stamp fraud. Here's another. So I'm gonna click on this too. Once I hear this here, here's another factual video about your EBT, SNAP benefits, and food stamp. So let's hear this again.
Some people have been reporting that they have not been able to use their EBT card, or if they try to use it, it said the funds are not available because some damn USDA federal employee has just been charged with over $66 million in food stamp fraud with 5 other federal employees. This freaking scumbag goes by.
I wonder what they black too, so-called black women. Let's see something, y'all. Hold up. Well, he ain't got but 3 comments on this sucker. Ain't but 3 comments on y'all. Y'all back with me for a minute. Let me see something here. He said, "Oh, this is what getting dumb now. No surprise. I think it all goes back to the mentality of those who owes us. As long as there are officials in office who think the white man owes him, this kind of corruption will continue." Man. Anyway, let's listen up.
By the name of Alyssa Davis, and she just was charged with over $66 million of food stamp fraud. And the fact that she's a black...
I'm finna Google her. Hold on, what you say her name is? I'm finna Google this. Y'all wait a minute. Let me get this name right here real quick. Let me get this name right quick.
And she just was charged with over $66 million of food stamp fraud. Scumbag goes by the name of Alyssa Davis.
Let me Google her. I don't know if y'all... Hey, it's new to me. I mean, I think I heard something about this right here. Somebody stealing EBT, but this is my second time actually hearing it, and then I'm finna, let's see something, let's see y'all. That's why I tell you, y'all got computers, y'all. You got computers in your hand. Let's Google it. Alyssa Davis, 66 million food stamp fraud. Hold up now, I didn't say anything. Let's do it again. Am I on? Okay, I'm on Google. Alyssa Davis, 66 million food stamp fraud. USDA employee and 5 others charged. Okay, now we in business here. Let's click on this here. Okay, it's a USDA employee. And you know what though? It kind of makes sense now, right? That they probably trying to fix it. Think about it. $66 million is not a small number. $66 million? Good God Almighty. USDA employee and 5 other charged in multi-million-dollar food stamp or fraud bribery scheme. Who them getting paid? Perry, she's an attorney. Okay, I'm just reading y'all. Perry Carbone, attorney for the United States, acting attorney, agents, Christopher. Okay, director in charge of New York field office of Federal Bureau of Investigation (FBI) announced that unsealing of the superseding indictment charging 6 individuals in connection with a sprawling fraud and bribery scheme that generated over 66 million in unauthorized transactions under the Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program (SNAP), colloquially, tongue twister, whatever it is, known as food stamps. This is one of the largest food stamp frauds in U.S. history. How great it is. The defendants, Michael Kehoe, Muhammad. Oh yeah. These sound like them damn Indian folks, man. This sound like. And the woman they saying black might not even be black. She might be Indian. Therefore, that's Nawa Fletch, Omar Arash. Man, shit. I can't speak to all of these names. I'm gonna show it to you though. I'm gonna show it to you. You might can look them up. There's a name right there. Can you see that there, y'all? Can you see them names right there? Okay. Stop and do what you need to do with it. He said, are charged with what? With conspiracy to steal government funds and to misappropriate U.S. Department of Agriculture or USDA benefits, among other charges. Davis, and USDA employee, is additionally charged with bribery and honest services fraud. The case is assigned to USDA. You know what, man? I don't know if this is true or not or whatever, because you can always these devils can always create a narrative and all these names, because who gonna know these people here? This sound like a bunch of, I don't know. But Michael Kehoe and his co-conspirators misappropriated tens of millions of dollars in taxpayer funds meant to help low-income families put food on the table, said USDA Attorney Perry Carbone. This fraud was made possible when USDA employee Alyssa Davis betrayed the public trust by selling confidential government information to the very criminals she was supposed to catch. Their actions undermine. Okay, so they don't work for her. So these people she was funneling the food stamp, I guess, for cash, right? Their actions undermine a program that vulnerable New Yorkers depends on for basic nutrition. These charges should be a reminder that those who exploit anti-poverty program for personal gain will be held accountable for their crimes. USDA super agents appreciate the collaboration with law enforcement partners in pursuing allegations and regarding government employees who use their position to participate. I just read that. Get to the meat of it. According to the indictment statement made in public court proceedings and filings in evidence at trial, the SNAP program used federal tax dollars to help low income households. SNAP benefit. I know y'all ain't gonna read this. That's why I'm reading it. Right? You lazy. Similar to debit cards to buy food at a participating stores. Those stores which would get license numbers from the USDA use special EBT terminal to swipe the EBT cards. When a SNAP recipient swipes the EBT card, the system verifies the transaction and electronically deducts the purchase amount from the recipient's card. The corresponding federal funds are then transferred to the store bank account. Starting in 2019. 2019. August grade. Okay, started in 2019. Damn, they got $66 million started in 2019. That just 5 years? About 6 years? Started in 2019, August created a new network. A network that supplied approximately 160 authorized EBT terminals to stores across the New York area to illegally process more than 30 million in EBT transactions, working with his co-defendants. And then them names, strange names again, submitting approximately 200 fraudulent USDA applications, misappropriating USDA license numbers, and but they had a gown going on. They said the biggest thieves is in the government anyway. Doctoring application documents, and who don't know that? For unauthorized stores, let's see, critical to the scheme. Yeah, y'all, sound like a real scheme. They got the ages and how much time they are facing. Okay, let's read this part here. Kehoe, 46 of Long Island, New York. Nawafli, 34 of the Bronx, New York. Omar Arala Shed, 37 of the Bronx, New York. Obaid, 39 of the Bronx, New York. And Emad Rashid again, 37 of Bronx, New York. And Davis, 56 of Gardner, New York, are each charged with one count of conspiracy to steal government funds and misappropriate USDA benefits, which carries a maximum sentence of 5 years in prison. Can you imagine this shit here? 5 years in prison for stealing $66 million, man. $66 million. 10 years in let's see, 5 years in prison, one count of theft of government funds, which carries, okay, now it makes sense. Hold on, y'all, I spoke a little too fast, I ain't reading. Theft of government funds, which carries a maximum sentence of 10 years in prison, and one count of misappropriation of USDA benefits, which carries a maximum sentence of 20 years in prison. Davis is additionally charged with one count of conspiracy to commit bribery, which carries a maximum sentence of 5 years in prison, and one count of bribery. See, this is white collar shit. This is why you don't see a whole lot of getting no time, a whole lot of time. These devils, they ain't finna get shit, because they guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna give them all their assets and the things that they have that they have stolen. They'll give them their houses, their cars, and all of the probably got businesses or whatever. They're gonna give it all up, and they guess what? They're gonna get a lighter sentence. 5 years. Might not even get that. Anyway, I'm not gonna read anymore, y'all. So y'all see what I'm talking about. So let's finish this here.
And she just was charged with over $66 million of food stamp fraud. And the fact that she's a black woman who got caught doing this, I just go, God damn it. Oh, no. Alyssa Davis has apparently been doing this for quite some time. I mean, let's just think about it. To get caught doing $66 million worth of food stamp fraud with only 5 other people helping you out, that's got to be some kind of, either other people are just looking the other way and letting you do it, or you just were that dumb, but somebody just didn't catch you until now. What a coincidence. You get caught soon as Trump gets in office and people start looking at shit. If Kamala Harris had won,
it's not that what Trump say he been doing, looking at a lot of this misappropriation of fundings, government funding. Then you got a lot of agencies that's just got too many agencies that get paid multi-million-dollar agencies, and they ain't doing nothing but sitting on their ass.
She would have never got caught. She would have never got caught.
He said Kamala Harris was in here. What he said? If Kamala Harris was in office, she probably would have never got caught.
If Kamala Harris had won, she would have never got caught. She would have never got caught. The mere fact that Donald Trump won and then appointed Doge to start looking and investigating fraud, that's the only way that she ever got caught. If Kamala Harris was president right now, she would be scot-free. Still scamming the system out of millions of dollars in food stamps. It's just like, oh my God, yo. Alyssa Davis, as one of the members of the black delegation, I have to say that we do not condone this behavior. And that's all I got to say.
Let's see here. What's he sell? Let's see. Y'all bear with me. Let me read her little thing here. It says, an American woman reveals what no SNAP food stamps. Now this is October now. This is in October. Let's see some. American woman reveals what no SNAP food stamp payments really means. There go a lot y'all money, eyelashes, money, nails. So she finna expose them, makeup. But this is when they were bragging. This is when they running their mouth a little too much and had Trump looking into this right here. This is y'all really cause y'all own downfall for real, for real. So let's just hear out. I basically know what it ain't but 15 seconds. Let's see this here. Hold up, y'all. I ain't turning down. Hold up. Y'all bear with me. I hate when this shit do this here, man. Trying to make me do what the fuck they want me to do. Ain't that something?
So there go a lot of y'all hair money, eyelash money, nail.
Look like your hair money too, and eyelashes.
Money, makeup money, alcohol money, club money, everything money, and now you gotta feed them kids with that money. So there go a lot of y'all hair money, eyelash money, nail money, makeup money, alcohol money, club money, everything money, and now you gotta feed them kids with that money.
She talking about herself, ain't it, y'all? Let's see some. I know they went in on her. Let's see some. Let's go to this right here. Johnny Stone say Republicans have put forth a separate bill in the last few hours just for SNAP benefit to be funded. It was 6 days ago. Checkmate, right? Sean Casper, you know you could do without that hair, nails and eyelashes and I don't know. Maybe buy food for your kids instead of thinking about yourself. That's all the time. That's all the time. You hear what she said? She ain't said nothing about the kids. They go they what? They go they have money, they this money, they that money for themselves. It's not possible for man, women, especially so-called black women, man, they are selfish as hell, man. Huh? Selfish as hell, man. All they think about is themselves, man. That's all they think about. Selling EBT card benefits should be Be a minimum of 5 years in prison and zero chance of assistance again. Yeah, good thinking. Pete Cohen says, time to learn what it's like to work for your luxury. Now, this was in October now. You were assuming everyone else should pay for it. Don't get it to go to work, shoes, shopping, okay. Bought $1,000 for $100 bill once from a crackhead. Damn, with kids. She had $4,000 on EBT. God, my man said this guy said he gave her $100 bill for $1,000 worth of food stamp, man. And she had $4,000 on there. Bought $1,000 for $100 bill once from a crackhead with kids. See what I'm talking about? She had over $4,000 on EBT card, man. They don't check these women, man. That's just like most of the abusers and abusing the children is what? It's females. Ain't no men. It hardly ever a man hardly ever abuse. You got women that will abuse their children because the dad ain't shit. How is it even possible? Crackhead needed $100. God, see Tim Arnold say she got ripped off. Self-deport, a helicopter ride to feed the sharks will work. Man. See, they're talking about deleting y'all, E. I find it rather odd that some reason white people aren't concerned for not getting the food. They're a damn lie. That's a lie. Has a dozen children, doesn't apply for food stamps or welfare. Yeah, right. SNAP benefits are what are not for people to live on forever. They are temporary until what? You can what? Find a job. She is funny, sing it, girl. You're free, whatever. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. A couple more, y'all. I'm getting these precepts, y'all. Let's see some. I don't know what this is here. They said no EBT. I don't know if this is a live joke or what. Let's see some, y'all. Y'all bear with me. This was on November the 1st.
When you got the whole team helping, no EBT.
Look at that baby, y'all.
Drop the paper. Open the door. Open the door.
That can't be real, man.
When you got the whole team helping, no EBT.
That gotta be a skit, man. I don't believe that shit. I don't believe that. Let me see something. I don't believe this, man. I don't believe it. Let's read the comments, y'all. I don't believe this, y'all. I don't believe it. At least the little one has what? Healthy food. Yeah, it's for real. It would have been more realistic if she had hot Cheetos and soda. For real. Hey, that's all they eat, man. BS. All they eat is BS all day long and give the children BS all day long. They don't feed them children shit, man. A bunch of soups, hard soups and garbage. Yeah, that's a game. I ain't got to look into that right there. That's BS right there. Let's see something. It's a man shows the exact. Now this was okay. It's October. Man showed the exact reason on why EBT will be canceled in November. Now this was in October. Now this was in October the 23rd, right? When everybody was going crazy to my EBT. But listen to this right here.
This, y'all. This is why. This is why. This is why. Cause what? 3 cards full, y'all. Let me pass her a receipt. This guy said, y'all, they didn't even buy it, and that's what making me even more mad. And everything won't even rung up yet, y'all. $1,013. This is why. This is why I be mad at work. This is why I don't want to work on the 1st, or the 2nd, or the 3rd, or the 4th.
Damn, he said that they voided. He said that they even voided the they ain't even pay for it. Let's hear it. Damn, I thought I was through, y'all. I guess I'm not through. She said, worried about the future of EBT. April Chapman breaks down the funding sources and the link between your taxes and these essential benefits. Understand the system. Ease your concerns.
I'm so worried about people losing their EBT. Like, not worried. I mean, like people who are celebrating people losing their EBT, like get a job and stuff like that. What does people getting EBT have to do with you? It's our money. This is the ignorance. The ignorance and the lack of understanding of how government works. These people really think that money grows on trees. You know, if you have children, and how they'll ask for stuff, and they'll be like, "Oh, it only costs such," and I'll be like, "Where do you think the money comes from? You think it just manifests?" I remember one time, I was in elementary school, and I wanted to do something, and I just looked at my mother. I was like, "Why can't you just write the check?" And y'all, after I picked my lip up off the floor, my mother made it clear, "Oh, you must don't know how this works. You don't just write the check." She was like, "Yeah." That's at that point is when my mother took me, showed me a checkbook and the little, y'all know when you used to flip the checkbook open in the ledger. She was like, first of all, you got to put money in the bank, and then you have to have money. You write the check. Like, she had to explain all of that to me, and I was like, "Oh, so you just don't write the check?" She was like, "No, it has. There's money."
I don't want to hear that BS, because your mama got free food stamps and free government and everything, too. Somebody want to hear that shit. Eve ain't never worked for nothing in their damn life. Food stamps getting cut November the 1st. All hell gonna break loose. That's Jake probably trying to do a skit. Let's see what he got. See if he's funny or not, y'all. Let's see if he's funny or not.
November 1st, they cutting off food stamps. Look at this.
Grab whatever you can, go!
Folks losing their minds in here.
Slow down, people, slow down, watch the door! Move it!
Yeah, that's some BS. I don't want to see no skits and stuff. Okay, let's get somebody with something meaningful. This woman is upset that EBT won't. They talking about this on way in August. This woman is upset that EBT won't cover her muffins, juice, and king size Reese's any more. Then she actually asked, "What the point of having EBT if she can't buy snacks?" Oh yeah, that's what they talking about. Yeah, okay, these cuts are no longer. Let me see. I think I might have seen this here. Let's see something. Hold up. Oh yeah, I've seen that. I don't want to see it. Busting to. I'm through. Let's see. Busting. No. Y'all bear with me. I'm trying to find a more recent one. Y'all bear with me. October. Yeah. But I was trying to be. I guess we got the. That's somebody with some jokes. I want to hear all that, but I ain't trying to laugh. Well, I guess we won't know until the I ought to keep that face on there. Why not? I guess we won't know until it So I'm gonna say this right here, right? Nobody knows for sure, all right, whatever the first or whatever, but I don't hear nobody saying anything about they're keeping silence. They're not being voiceful with what who getting what or who ain't getting what. You know, because he been real quiet. He been real quiet. They've been real quiet, right? So I'm gonna say this here, right? What did it? Proverbs 1:24. Because I have called, you refuse. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. This is the Heavenly Father, right? Speaking, because what did that? Romans 10:21. All day long I have stretched forth my hand to a disobedient, gainsaying people. Right? You know, Eve is the main one that don't want to listen, that don't want to take what? Don't want to take no kind of advice from the brothers that are preaching the truth, because you know all we can do is what? It give you warning. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, and ye careless women, for what? For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. So this is going to be, even though it may not have happened at this very moment, guess what? It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Because, you know why it's going to happen? Because for one thing, let me see. Snap benefits update. They're playing games. Let me hear this very quick, y'all. Let me see something.
They announced that Trump, but this snap thing is so draining. It's really draining. It was even more draining as how you people don't see how you're being.
Why is it draining to you? I don't get it. He said it was even more draining as how you people don't see you're being. Okay, let's hear him out.
And played with. Y'all are being completely played and you don't see it.
These are women, man.
Just a few minutes ago, right?
Listen, man. These are women, right? You know, the scriptures is very clear that Eve, she had been what? She had been deprived of wisdom. You know, when you're dealing with most women, they are what? Just what? Oversized, overgrown kids. That's what they are and who they are. But guess what? Just because they are overgrown, oversized kids, that don't mean that they should get away with whatever the hell they doing. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem, right? Weak brothers.
They announced that Trump can't stop SNAP benefits during the government shutdown. So apparently, come tomorrow, all the crap y'all were planning to do doesn't have to happen anymore because you're going to get your SNAP benefits because all of a sudden this judge blocked Trump. Y'all don't see the...
No, but they said that what? Said they're gonna take, still gonna take a few weeks, or even maybe up to 2 to 3 weeks. Come on, man. You know, we did it with Esau Edom, man. The stories are gonna what? They're gonna twist, they're gonna turn, gonna twist, they're gonna turn, gonna twist, they're gonna turn. But the Heavenly Father said that what? I would laugh at what? Laugh at your calamity. Huh? I also will laugh at your calamity, because I have called and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. Right? But ye have set at nothing all my counsel, and would none of what? My reproof. I also would laugh at your calamity. Huh? Because know this, that your destruction is going to be sudden. Sudden damage. That's what that means. Calamity. Sudden damage. So when that hell come down, you know, this is only the beginnings of Jacob's trouble, man. Only the beginnings of Jacob's trouble, man. Meaning what? That your hell that you're going to have to go through as a people. Only the beginning. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. That's Jacob's trouble. And like we all say, that what? That this, we are definitely in the beginning stages of what? Of Jacob's trouble, man. Of Esau Edom putting down his what? That left hand and smacking. Right? And what I mean by smacking, he's what? He's trying you, he gonna try you left, he gonna try you all every which way. He gonna try you every which way, and in the process of him trying you, most of you are gonna get caught in that web. You're gonna get caught in that web. You're gonna find yourself in a predicament, or maybe even what? Deleted even before what? Jacob's trouble even get bad. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, huh? That anguish goes into what? Mental and physical pain, or what? Or suffering. What that is? Hosea, y'all bear with me. That's Hosea 5 and verse 15. Hosea 5 and 15. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their what? Their offense, and seek my face in their affliction. Right? And their affliction meaning what? Catching hands by who? Catching hell, should I say, by the hands of your enemies. Because now, Eve, you are not what? You are not welcome in this devil kingdom as you thought you was. You're not welcome. Because now what? The job is done and he don't need you anymore. They will seek me early. He said they're gonna seek him early, because that grace period that we have, that most of us have, that we all have as Israelite, we have a grace period. We have a grace period. And that grace period, when that grace period ends, what's going to end? You being safe from what? From you being what? Totally destroyed for what? For your wickedness. Yeah. When it's going to be what? It's like I say, and we don't feel coming when what? When that calamity, meaning sudden damage, meaning it's going to happen that fast. I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. Or y'all run around here mocking and laughing and giggling and making fun of what? Of the Israelites. You know, when you make fun and make mockery of the Israelites, right? Does not matter because it's IUIC. It does not matter because it's IUIC. IUIC is teaching the bulk of the truth, right? They don't have that 100%, because they won't be set up, but they won't be doing no Friday sundown, Saturday sundown. They got the moon. Where he got the confusion with the moon. You know, the moon set the Sabbath, right? And he called the new moon which is a what? When the moon is bright in the sky. He said that's that point. That goes into a whole nother subject. I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. See, all of it, when all that hell came down on, Eve usually, when they be, no matter how wicked they are, they'll lie and say that, that they a godly person and that the Most High dealing with them and blase. I always try to have something and try to say that the Most High dealing with them. But now, when they found out about them stamps, how many women you heard? I'm gonna say this again. How many women you heard that say that, man, I'm gonna put it in the Lord's hand? None of them. None of them. They just run around him screaming and talking shit about what they're gonna do, and Trump just sitting back and laying back and say, "Yeah, we got them. We got them right where we want them, y'all. Keep doing what you're doing, cause they're gonna what? They're gonna manifest. He gonna be the main one. They're gonna manifest all of the hell they're gonna break loose here on earth, man. Right? But when it really gonna start up, when you see them white folks shooting at one another, and using them big guns, because they got them big guns. Verse 28 of Proverbs 1:28. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge, and did not choose to what? To fear the Lord Yahweh. And they still not choosing to fear the Lord Yahweh, because what they doing what? They what are they doing? What they did? Romans 10. They in these church houses with all this wickedness and all this fornicating and blank pastors. You know what I mean when I say blank. A bunch of skittles. 10:1. Brethren, my heart's desire, of Romans 10:1, my heart's desire and prayer to thy power for Israel is that they might be saved. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge. The truth is not in the churches, y'all. It's not in the churches. Your church is not going to save you. Look at what's going on. All the hell that you all are going through, talking about these SNAP benefits, and your church ain't formed anything, a fish fry, anything. They'll sell you a fish plate on Sunday, and you do all that giving to the church, and then come on Sunday, they make you pay for what? A fish plate. It should be free. When the church gonna give out some free food? When they gonna do that? For they being ignorant of God's righteousness and going about to what? To establish their own righteousness. It goes to you women, women teaching, eating pork, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of thy power. Let's finish it out. Hold on, let's go to Ezekiel. What I want? Ezekiel 2. I know I want 2. But where I'm going to start at, though? Verse... Let me get there. I want Ezekiel 2 and verse... Damn. Y'all. The Bible old, y'all. Old. 2 and 3. That's what I want. I want 2. Ezekiel 2 and 3. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to what? To the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that has rebelled against me. They in their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. This very day, you ought to still what? Rebelling against the Heavenly Father. This is why we're in the time of what? Of judgment of Israel. You 2/3. First. This is why the so-called white man is coming down on your head the way he's coming down on your head at this present moment. For they are what? Of impudent. meaning shameless. Children and stiff-hearted, meaning hard-headed. They're impotent. And who's more shameless than what than Eve, walking around here showing her body and selling herself to every man that would what that would pay for. Ooh. Anyway, they a bunch of whores. That's what they are. I do send thee unto them, and thou shall what? Shall say unto them, thus saith the Lord God Yahweh, and they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, meaning a rebellious nation, yet shall know that there has been a what? A prophet among them. And how long the prophet been sitting here and warning you all and telling you all that this time was going to come concerning tremor ye women that are at ease. Be troubled. Huh? Be meaning and part of that trouble is what? Jacob's trouble in your funding getting taken away from your government and federal funding been taken away from you. Ye careless ones, script you and make you bear. And girt your sackcloth upon your loins. Make you bear. Meaning take everything that would, that the federal government or the state funding that they would, that they give you. That closes your mouth. And a lot of you all mouths been closed since what? Since they've been talking about taking that snap from you. They shall lament, meaning you're gonna be moaning and weeping for that trash, for the what? For the teats. Goes into what? That goes into your nurseries and government fundings as well. For the pleasant fields, your material possessions, all of the shoes and purses that you got lying in your closet that you even wear. Right? Pleasant fields for what? For the fruitful vine. Let's finish this out. Verse 29, no 30. They would none of my counsel. They despise all my reproof, meaning correction. Y'all despise. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way. And be filled with what? With their own devices. Meaning the ways of this world. You are so entitled and think that the world owes you something because Esau, Edom been what? Been giving you and funding you all wicked behavior for what? For decades. So now what? We are coming to what? To the end of this devil's kingdom. And in the process of coming to the end of the devil's kingdom, Eve, that's your end as well. For the turning away of the what? The simple shall slay them. And the prosperity of food, where prosperity goes into what? Your wealth. Prosperity of food shall what? Shall destroy them. Huh? Did not all of the funding that the government give you all destroyed you all, destroyed your minds? Huh? As what? As women? And you thinking that you more than what you are? Always. A lot of you all still think you more than what you are. Just like the so-called white man. He could be what? He could be living on the street. And Jake got what? $1 million. He still think he better than that Jake that got $1 million. He living on the streets. Why? Because that's that proudness of Esau Edom. Eve, you the same way. You the same way. You think you more than you DJ making $30,000, $50,000, and you on government funding, and you think you better than them. This is the mindset of our people, man. In the condition of our people. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity, meaning their wealth of food, shall destroy them. But whoso hearken unto me shall dwell safely, and what? And shall be what? Be quiet from fear of evil. That's what? That's that evil is coming. Evil like you never seen it before. So that normal say, call halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, Shalom.